Welcome back to ETV, entertainment television everywhere in the Treasure Valley. Well, 3 new movies are hitting theaters this weekend in the wake of Iron Man 2. Can they outdo Iron Man 2? Probably not, but are they worth the ticket price? Here's Sean the Movie Guy to tell you if it is.
I demand to know who you are!
We are men of the hood. Merry now at your expense.
Just when you thought it was safe to return to Sherwood Forest, Robin Hood gets another movie remake, this time with Russell Crowe playing the famous guy who robs from the rich and gives to the poor.
What we would ask is liberty. Liberty by law.
Now this new Robin Hood is more interested in gritty battles than light-hearted mythology. Even Kate Blanchett in the Maid Marian role is ready to fight this time around. Think of a medieval war movie with director Ridley Scott's artistic touches and Russell Crowe's movie star presence, and you'll get the idea.
Over the course of the story, he begins to realize who he is and see his own destiny has overtaken him, and he has enjoined in something much larger than he thought it was.
Destiny wanted us to meet again. Grazie, Destino.
One of the few outright romances scheduled for this summer, Letters to Juliet is the story of a young woman on vacation in Italy who finds a love note written decades ago and addressed to Shakespeare's Juliet. The letter sends the woman on a quest to reunite lost lovers and forces her to re-examine her own romantic situation.
If I found the love of my life, I wouldn't stand there like an idiot, whispering in a garden. I would just grab her from that blasted balcony and be done with it.
Now, this is how you get a man. I told you to wear a dress.
To a basketball game?
Yeah.
More romance in Just Right, in which Queen Latifah plays a physical therapist who falls for an NBA superstar she's working with. It's a tug-of-war between her heart and her job, a lighthearted modern romance timed perfectly with the NBA playoffs.
How about dinner someplace nice?
You better be packing something in that wallet. I'm not one of those salad-eating chicks.
And that's what's new at the movies this week. I'm Sean McBride, the Movie Guy for ETV.
And Sean the Movie Guy joins us now to tell us more. Sean, what is your favorite for the weekend?
There's a lot of good stuff, but first of all, what's up with this? We look like we're the same Bobbsey twins here or something.
I called you first.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, next week we'll wear sweaters.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, 3 movies opening up this week. Obviously, the big one's going to be Robin Hood with Russell Crowe and reteaming with Ridley Scott. I mean, this was the team that brought us Gladiator, so we're expecting big things. I can tell you, I thought Robin Hood was done fairly well. Good. Kate Blanchett in the Maid Marian role. It is not your typical Robin Hood, so it's not the Kevin Costner in a mullet and a weird accent Robin Hood. It's not the Errol Flynn where it's all kind of lighthearted and Disneyfied. This one is more of a gritty war movie that just happens to take place in medieval times. I think if you like that type of movie where it's a war flick, a Ridley Scott adventure, I think you'll enjoy Robin Hood quite a bit.
I'm guessing it's going to be pretty similar to Gladiator with a slightly different theme.
They would certainly love it to be exactly like Gladiator, but I don't think it's as good as Gladiator, right. but it's still a lot of fun. We should also mention Letters to Juliet, which Amanda Seyfried's new film, and one of the few romances that is coming out this summer. I tell you, I'd heard better things about it, and I didn't think it was all that good. I think it's a little too saccharine for my own, views. But hey, if you're looking for just a straightforward romance, you probably want to check it out. Story about a woman who goes to Italy on vacation, and people have gone to this place in Verona and left notes to Juliet of Romeo and Juliet. She finds one that was written back in the 50s and decides to help reunite this woman who had lost her love, and stuff.
Sort of an Under the Tuscan Sun kind of thing?
Very much looks like that. I mean, this is one of those films where everything is set up in Italy with this sun-dappled sky and the beautiful, surroundings and the countryside. Just a lot of fun. Hey, really quickly, let's move on to the flicks here. The big film that they have that's opening up this week is The Yellow Handkerchief. It's a post-Katrina road movie set in New Orleans. William Hurt stars. He's an ex-con who's hitching a ride home with 2 young strangers, Kristen Stewart and Eddie Romain. Maria Bello is also in the film. An adaptation of a Pete Hamill short. At its heart, this is a love story. It's over at the Flicks. New DVD, I gotta be honest with you, I don't think there's a whole lot of great stuff here. Legion, I guess that's okay. But Toy Story and Toy Story 2 come out on Blu-ray. Those are the ones you want to check out there. Local theater here. Move Over Mrs. Markham is going to open up at Knockham Dead Theater. This is a British burlesque farce. It mixes 3 separate couples. They're all looking for love, and unfortunately, they're all looking for love at the same time and place. So think misplaced love notes, ringing phones, doors slamming, a full liquor cabinet. A lot of fun here. Here, I'll let director Kevin Kimsey explain it. He can do a better job.
Move Over Mrs. Markham is a cross between Benny Hill and A Fish Called Wanda. British comedy set to an extremely quick pace. guaranteed laughs, and guaranteed entertainment.
So that's Move Over Mrs. Markham. Tickets and information 385-0021 or go to kedproductions.org. Hey, let's also mention On an Average Day. It's by a new theater company, Idaho Artist Collective. That's where they're performing this. So you can see more information about this over in this weekend's Boise Weekly. Two brothers alienated for years, they're reunited, and they remember their shadowy history. Haven't seen it yet, but I understand it's a heavy, kind of an adult performance. So get all the details over at boiseweekly.com.
Perfect. So it sounds like your pick of the week is Robin Hood or some of the live theater.
There you go.
Perfect.